We've done pretty much everything, right? Probably more so than anybody else that's ever owned this car on planet Earth. We've drag raced this car.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We've drifted this car. We've done plentiful burnouts. We've rallied this car. We've WRC'd this car. And we even mildly jumped this car. More so things that this car should not be doing, but hey, I enjoy this car. It's all for fun, and she's still kicking, knock on wood. So, by the title and thumbnail, you probably have already figured it out. I want to turn this car into a legit camera car. I've said this in plenty of videos in the past. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's already kind of that for the past couple of years. But I kind of wanted to make it legit. Just build a frame, weld a frame with a badass camera, with a gimbal, with controls in the passenger seat. Obviously, I don't have that kind of budget. So today, we're going to do that on a much smaller scale. So I did steal, well, not necessarily steal, but I did take some things from work. So there's a bunch of attachments in this Pelican case, a bunch of camera gear, some heavy duty suction cups, and most importantly, C-stand clamps and C-stand pulls. Now I can already tell you this is not enough. I don't have a complete kit, but this is what I inherited from work, but it's all I got to work with. So while I get all of this stuff out of the trunk and kind of explain what I'm doing, I actually recently went to Memphis, so you guys watch the highlights from that trip while I get this shit out of the trunk.
Not the way you do this, by the way. This is just for rough guesstimates. Professional.
Yeah, that Charger had like less than 50 miles on it, drilling holes in it. Ed's a gangster.
Real good.
Okay, here's everything I'm working with, which obviously, like I said, is not enough. I'm missing a pole. The setup that I'm trying to do is a 3 kind of point of contact. I have 3 suction cups, doesn't matter. So basically, without getting too technical, all of this will be on that. So I got to figure that out. Yeah, because the shot I'm thinking of is the camera right here, window down. I'm sitting here. This is the camera, so it's got to be probably one point of contact here, which I've already tested. One there, one there, one there. But when I tested it, it didn't work. So I've got my buddy Jorby. You guys remember him. We've done a few videos with him in the past. He's gonna come and help me kind of brainstorm and try to figure this out. But the problem is it's supposed to rain in a few hours, so we have like no time, and I don't typically have access to this kind of gear regularly. And Extreme's trying to start a rally, which is the whole point of me trying to do some shots with this car while I have time, because I'm usually traveling. Yes, you did hear that. Extreme is trying to start a rally, which I'm a part of, and I'm really excited, so stay tuned for that. They haven't announced it yet, but you guys being my subscribers, I guess get a heads up. I don't know. So let's we'll wait for Jorby. While we wait, we'll kind of clean the car for the points of contact. Hey, you're on the vlog. Don't say anything stupid.
Hi.
What's
How
up?
are you? Plan for today, like all day.
I'm turning the Jenny into a camera car, and that's it.
Ah, awesome. Sounds typical. Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes out. I'm over here actually. I'm barely, you know where Gold Coast is basically. I'm over here.
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know when it's supposed to rain. All right, scratch that. Jorby's not coming. So, solo man team. Nothing I'm not used to. So, oh yeah. That one's still out. Don't mind that. Okay, so we are going to clean the car first. I bought this in hopes to win a Corvette, but I didn't win. Shout out to Street Speed. It's all right stuff.
I've never been better living.
It smells like bubble gum, so that's good.
Real good. Let me show you. I'm living real good. Yes, I am. Real good. Oh, you better believe it. If you don't, then I think you should.
For the record, I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll try.
Try it if you like it. Oh, I bet that you really would. I'll show you how I live like that. I'm living more than ever. I'm living real good. Let me show you. I'm living real good. Yes, I am.
Okay. I have deduced I don't have enough shit to make this work. At least the way that I wanted. I don't have enough poles. I don't have the right pieces to clamp onto the C-stand clamp to the frame of the camera. This is just that's not gonna work. And if this is an A7S3 that does not belong to me. This setup is very expensive, so if anything were to happen to that, I'd probably get fired. So unfortunately, we can't run with this awesome setup. Just don't have enough things, and unfortunately not enough time. So I'm not going to give up though. I will figure something out. Something not as epic as this, but I'm here. Rain's going to come, so I do want to get, if anything, this shot because now I'm pissed off and I have to do it. So here we go.
Real good.
Okay. So there was literally no combination of what I had that is going to work, which sucks. I'm like really irritated. So it's the best I got. This looks pitiful. It's just a suction cup with an extension arm with a GoPro Hero Max, which the footage will probably look better end result anyway, just because I can flip it around and, you know, whatever. But still would have been rad to have an A7S III on the side of a Genesis, but I don't have the proper tools, and I'm not chancing, you know, damaging a $6,000 setup. So it is what it is. We're gonna go roll out with this thing, and also that drone that Warwick got us, I have yet to fly it. So we're gonna go put that up in the air, take a cruise, kind of get some cinematic shots with a GoPro for this rally promo vid. So let's go. GoPro's in their UI, I swear. It's frozen. I don't know what it's looking at. Okay, so as you see, the GoPro is on there. I'm at this forest preserve. It's kind of scenic. So I'm just going to take a few laps. The UI on the GoPro has froze, so I can't see what the framing is like, but it is a 360 camera, so I'm just going to put this big camera down, try to act as cool as I possibly can be, which is probably not that cool, and just take a few laps around this dead forest preserve. Do I look cool? Probably not. Lady's killing my vibe. But how about if I do like one of these? Do I look cool yet? Spirited driving. Being a 360 GoPro and not a A7S III. Alright, well, that was the shot that I wanted to get. Well, that I was hoping to get, just not with a GoPro. But yeah, so the drone, I wanted to kind of track the Jenny on like a long straight or some back roads, but I can't really fly the drone and drive the car at the same time, and that's kind of why I needed Jorby here. But he flaked, and now I'm on my own, so I don't know what to do about that. This was probably my biggest ultimate failure on the Genesis. And you know what, that's probably what I'll name this video, but it's something I've always wanted to do. Obviously it takes money to do this correctly, and obviously when you don't have the correct tools or resources, as you saw, it doesn't work out. So one day it will happen, because that's what I want, so I will make it happen. So other than that, I also realized I kind of teased the Extreme Rally thing. I never really went into it, so let's go into it a little bit. All right, so Extreme wants to get in the rally market, and I'm quite excited about it. As you guys know, I've been part of a number of rallies over the years, and it's like literally my favorite thing to do. In my opinion, it's like the most raw, pure thing that a car guy or girl can experience. It's just different on so many levels, from a car meet, you know, to just, you know, tracking your car. It's just different. And maybe I have a biased opinion just because I've done a few, but my opinion, it's the most pure, raw thing a collective group of car enthusiasts can experience together. So I'm really, actually, I'm like stoked that Extreme kind of lit the match and started this going. Nothing is set in stone. They haven't even gave away this information on their own social media channel, so this is kind of like an insider scoop, but it's in the preliminary stages. We're trying to figure out all the logistics and stuff. Basically, what we want to do is bring to the rally market something that nobody really has. Nobody has the bandwidth to do. So obviously with our cars, we have a fleet of supercars and muscle cars that allow regular people that can't necessarily afford to own them or maintain them or whatever, like you and I, well, you may, but I definitely can't own or maintain those cars, a chance to go and drive them at their limits on the racetrack. So that's kind of what we're trying to infuse with the Extreme Rally, name pending. Basically, what we're trying to bring to market to a rally is, first of all, anybody can enter this rally. So you or me or whatever, you don't have to have a six-figure supercar or have to be grandfathered in. It's a fresh rally, and we're not discriminating against any type of car. So let's just get that out of the way. And that's like a big part of like Extreme's kind of mission, is making cars and experiences accessible to everyone. So second is, how do we infuse Extreme's DNA into a road rally? And that's kind of where the talks are still in motion. But basically what we want to do is either start and or end at an Extreme experience event, where essentially we would start, give you guys or the rally participants a chance to drive our supercars on a racetrack, much like a regular Extreme experience event. Rally over to the other event, you know, 2-3 days, whatever. We'll plan out the route. We'll do all the logistics with hotels and parking and food and all that. So it's a rally experience. But on the way, end destination, we're journeying to the end destination, which is an Extreme experience event where, again, drive our cars through these crazy routes, do all these experiences, touristy spots and parties or whatever, and then end on a track somewhere, you know, whether that be Atlanta or wherever. It's all in the works right now, but we would end at an Extreme experience rally event, Extreme experience event, where you guys would drive the supercars or whatever cars that you want on a racetrack. Like I said, this is all pending. We're all still kind of trying to figure out all the kinks and stuff. This is really exciting, so stay tuned here. Stay tuned on the Extreme Experience YouTube channel, Instagram. We have a TikTok now, so just be on the lookout for that. If that is something that excites you or you want to be involved with, I would honestly get in on it early, just because who knows, you know, the snowball might keep getting bigger and bigger. It'll be harder to get into those rallies, because we're not trying to make this, you know, especially in the beginning, a huge event. We're trying to, you know, limit it just so that we can figure it out and give the best experience that we possibly can to you guys. So I'm beyond thrilled to be a part of this. Joe kind of put me on as like a consultant because I've done a few, and I've also documented a few, which kind of, you know, gave him the confidence that I kind of know what I'm talking about. So I'm really excited to be part of this thing, and I hope it comes to fruition, and I hope it's the best rally in the entire world, just because I'll be that much a part of it. And it's cool because then you guys, as my subscribers, can join that. If the supercar on a racetrack thing isn't your thing, I'm sure 80% of this subscriber base, you know, got here because of the rally content. So I know you guys are interested in a rally. So really stoked. Keep an eye on that. And last thing, you may be wondering, why the heck is the Genesis outside in the rain? And your framing is super weird. You can kind of see it like right there. It's a new car.